All right, everyone, 7:07 on Thursday. Here we go, looking live out. Now we can see through our cameras for a change. This is great. It has been so gloomy all day and fog has been thick. We're finally catching a bit of a reprieve in the fog, though I think it's going to be brief. This has been a gloomy stretch, my goodness. Several days in a row now, and I think we've got several more days before it's done and we get to see the sun come back. It might be a little bit. We have more fog, we have rain, we have 3 different days that we're highlighting with first warns in the forecast. One is tomorrow, tonight through tomorrow. Another is a new one on Saturday, and then New Year's Eve. Those are the 3 ones that are jumping out to me. That doesn't mean that they're, debilitating and you won't be able to get out at all or anything like that. Just, hey, the weather is going to be a thing, and it might impact your plan or slow you down a little bit. So that's what we've got going on 3 different days where weather's kind of a big player. Let's get to work. I'll show you. Probably a question that you have is, why is it foggy and how long is this going to last? Well, let's look at that. So this is a look at our setup. This is our weather setup. And one thing that you need for fog to form is light winds. If you have much breeze, I'd love to get a good breeze to come through here because that mixes the atmosphere. It takes that moisture and kind of spins it up to the upper parts and the mid parts of the atmosphere, and everything just mixes out and you can break the fog up if you've got a good wind. We don't have any wind, so all this moisture just kind of pools down at surface level and you get clouds on the ground, which is what fog is. So you can see the colors that I'm showing you here. That's where the wind is, and where there's no color, there's hardly any wind, and that's right over Kansas City. We do have low pressure to our south. That's important because what that does is they spin counterclockwise. It's grabbing moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. So if you've got light winds but no moisture, you don't have fog. You have to have both, and we've got the ingredients, and this is a slow-moving setup. So that means it's persistent, and it lasts for days, and that's what we have again tonight. We'll have again tomorrow. So the core of rain is to our south. You can see widespread showers, thunderstorms. They even had tornadoes today in Texas, but we're on the northern fringe of that. So we'll get some rain here in KC tomorrow. And then the other thing is it's not just us. Look at the gray all across the Midwest, the upper plains, the central plains, the Ohio River Valley, gray skies for a lot of folks, and the fog that goes with it. And that's what we've got. So this setup here is just going to be a little bit. Visibility. Hey, we were at 0 at the airport for the 5 o'clock news. It finally came up within the past hour and a half. We're at a half mile, but still some areas out there pretty dense with fog. The way that fog works is, we saw this happen today. Maybe you saw it in your own experience, where it gets real thick and you can't see through, maybe to the end of your street. And then it kind of lifts out and gets a little bit better, and then it comes back, and it's just in spots. So anybody tonight could see fog, but it won't be super dense everywhere all at the same time. We're going to have areas where it gets rather thick, and then these areas will kind of move around. It's just imagine clouds kind of moving on the ground, and that's what we'll have. So right now, relatively better. Here's another way to look at the fog. And what this is forecast visibility by one of our high-resolution computer forecasts. And essentially, the smaller the number, the worse it is. The farther, the less distance that you can see. And where it's purple, that's a dangerously low amount of visibility. You just can't hardly see. You're near 0 visibility. And we had that earlier. It should get better this evening and tonight, like we're seeing right now. So a little bit of a break there. Now, the reason why I show you this graphic is tomorrow morning, hey, you're heading back to work and look at it go back down again just in time for the Friday morning commute. It might not be until Friday afternoon that we see that start to lift back out, but then we're talking about rain as well. So here's the big picture, the nuts and bolts of the 3 things that you would want to know. First off, tonight and Friday, of course, the fog and scattered rain. That's mainly for Friday. We have some out there tonight, but tomorrow's more widespread. Saturday, this is a new thing I added after I came in today and looked at the latest weather information, and I hated to put it on because Saturday was looking like, the day that we break free and we're back in this. Now I'm thinking the first half of the day anyway is going to still be gloomy, and we'll have thick and dense fog. So if you're going to be, we still have a lot of travelers, or you just had plans to be outside, then Saturday may not be great, especially for the first half of the day. And then New Year's Eve, this is where winter comes back. We've got a big temperature drop, rain-snow mix. Just letting you know, hey, New Year's Eve, a lot of us have plans. Things are going to be a little different there, just so you know. Rain chances tomorrow pretty high. They're at about 60% odds. So you're more likely than not to see rain on Friday. Saturday and now Sunday. Sunday's a new rain chance. They're low, they're slim. I'll show you the forecast charts here in just a bit, but you might see a little weekend rain. Generally, the weekend's looking much better other than that Saturday morning fog. Here's the radar and what we have over the past hour. Most of KC is dry. The 435 loop is dry at the moment. It's a little different by Leavenworth and Tonganoxie. You go just west, and we've got this stripe. You can kind of see the stripe of rain that we have there. It's been kind of persistent. Garnett, Ottawa, in and out, just patchy light showers generally, but those may drift on through. So if you're stepping out this evening or tonight, yeah, you might see a little bit. And you can see it's not a big deal overnight tonight, but tomorrow morning, you're driving to work, you've got the fog, you've got the rain. It's a pretty good chance that you see some rain for Friday morning. Might slow you down just a little bit. Just not nice to be outside. And this will probably hang with us through about mid-afternoon. Watch as we go through the morning. We're kind of in and out of it. It's not all-day rain, not a washout. You'll catch some dry gaps in there. And maybe even a stray rumble of thunder. It's not out of question that we see a thunderstorm tomorrow. Nothing severe, not looking at that. But some rain, maybe even briefly moderate under a stray thunderstorm. But it does get better. If you've got plans tomorrow night, you're going to go out for Friday night dinner, watch as this pinwheels away. I think by about 4 o'clock, we're probably going to be in much better shape. There's 6, and we're actually even breaking free into maybe some clearing skies. The sun's down, so it doesn't, not like we're going to see sunshine. But we might clear out a little bit, and Friday evening looks pretty good. Temperatures are mild, light winds, not a bad December night there. And then we get into Saturday. Oh, no, there it is. This is what I saw when I came back today. I had Christmas off. Came back today and looked at this. I thought, oh, no, Saturday's not looking great. Here's our visibility. We're down to widespread, I mean, it's everywhere, and rather thick and dense fog on Saturday morning at about a quarter mile or less. We'll see. And it looks tough to break up. This is 11, and there's still a lot of fog out there by 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. So just so you know, temperature-wise, though, I love it. I mean, 48 in Kansas City. Our temperatures have been rising this evening, even though the sun has gone down. We've got a warm front coming through. You can see the milder 50s in Harrisonville and Warrensburg and Clinton. You guys are doing great. And some of that warm air is being pushed northward, and that's causing our temperatures in Kansas City to come up a little bit. But everybody's mild. I mean, our average high is 40, and we're well above that even with the sun having gone down. So that's pretty good. Your next 12 hours, rain chances on the table, but it's just 30% isolated. We'll be in the mid to upper 40s, kind of rock steady with our temperatures. You do not need the heavy coat tonight or for your Friday morning. You'll start the day at about 45. So here's your Friday planner. As 45, you've got fog, you've got rain, and a light southeast wind. The afternoon will warm a little bit, but only to about 50. Off and on rain up till about 3 or 4 o'clock. That's how that one looks. And then you get into, again, Friday evening. I think you're doing pretty good. So here's the 7-day, and we'll walk through this. Saturday, the first one is because of the fog. I already showed you that, but I've got that 20% chance for some late rain. I'll show this to you. This is late in the day. So this is 5, 6. So you get close to sunset. You see that? You know, not every computer forecast is showing that, but there's potential for a little shower activity for your Saturday evening, just so you're aware. We're going to watch that one for you. Sunday, 20% rain chance. I'll show it to you here. The reason why is that little bit of rain is probably south and east of Kansas City, but it's possible. But then watch this. Oh, there we clear. Finally, Sunday. Sunday's the day. Sunday is where we look so much better. Sun pops back out. We're mild. It's not breezy. I mean, Sunday's a good-looking December day. All the way through, these 50s here, temperature-wise, are great. Monday, you're at 52. Rain comes back in, but it's probably not until Monday evening after the sun goes down, and it spills over into our Tuesday morning. It's mainly while we're sleeping on Monday night and early Tuesday morning before the sun comes up, but Tuesday is New Year's Eve, and I put a first warning on that because we're going to drop back. It's back into winter. It turns windy and colder, so a lot of us are going to be going out doing something, and it's just not going to be as comfortable outside, so just highlighting that. And then also, watch this little clipper system coming out of the northwest. It brings rain to start, but we do see a possibility of a rain-snow mix. In fact, let me see if I can show you this. Show you another weather model. See if it's ready to go. Here's another weather model. This one's, see, so that's the two main long-range computer forecasts that we have. So I see both of them indicating at least a chance for a little wintry mix early on Tuesday. Now the thing is, everybody's going to be doing stuff Tuesday night, and by Tuesday night, you're going to go watch the ball drop somewhere, you've got New Year's Eve plans, this will be long gone. You'll be dry for that. Here, I'll get the full 7-day up for you. There you go. Now you're into New Year's Eve night. You're cold. We're at 22 for a low by New Year's Day, 37. Sun is out. But 2025 is going to start colder, and it might continue that downward trend for the first several days of 2025. So the long-range outlook is kind of on the cold side. So we'll enjoy these 50s while we have them, and we will look forward to that sun coming back for sure Sunday. If we're lucky, Saturday afternoon might get a little bit. In the meantime, it is gray and the fog through the weekend, at least Saturday, and some rain for tomorrow. So I hope that helps with your plans and maybe gives you a better idea of what to expect. That's always the goal here. So thank you for watching. We're watching everything here closely, and I'll have all the updates coming up at 10 o'clock. We'll have fresh data coming in. I'll share that with you then. In the meantime, have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Take care.